In the great house at Collinwood, a young woman will soon face the most terrifying experience she has ever known. But she will not be alone in facing this terror, for on this night, the sinister forces that have plagued the great house will begin to fulfill their dreadful prophecy. They have vowed to drive every last Collins from the house, and now the time has come to make good their evil pledge.
David! Amy! You've been up here long enough. Now come on downstairs. Do you understand? David? Amy, where are you? Please answer me. Who is that? David? Amy, are you in here? David? Amy, don't hide from me. We're not playing hide and seek. Do you understand me? David? Amy, is that you? Where are you?
you're in there. Can you hear us?
Maggie, why don't you answer us? Come on out into the hall, Maggie. There's someone we want you to meet.
He wants to meet you too, Maggie.
Yes. Come on out, Maggie. He won't hurt you.
The light of a new day has never been more welcome to those who live at Collinwood, for they have just been subjected to a night of terror. They know now that this great old house is haunted by the spirit of an evil man. They will soon learn that this spirit will never rest until everyone who bears the name of Collins has been driven from the house.
When I came into the room, I found the children unconscious. And then the music started.
What music?
Well, I don't know whether I can describe it to you. It had a tinny sound, as if it were being played on one of those old gramophones.
Where was it coming from?
It's impossible to tell. It was in every room. It got louder and louder. It was frightening, but not nearly as frightening as the sight of those two poor children.
Were you finally able to control them?
Yes, but you should have seen the way they behaved earlier. It was as if they'd taken leave of their senses. There's no question that Maggie is right.
About what?
There's a ghost in this house, and he's taken possession of the children. And he's using them to terrify the rest of us. Oh, where is Professor Stokes? He said he'd be here at 10 o'clock.
Well, I'm sure he'll get here soon. But before he does, I want to say that I think that Maggie is only half right.
What do you mean?
I think the children are possessed, yes. But not by one ghost, by two.
Dusk casts its ominous shadows over the Collins estate. Soon another night will come to the great house, bringing with it the hope that the terrors from the past may finally be put to rest. One man has a plan, but only time will tell whether it succeeds or fails.
Chris, come into the drawing room with me. I think a drink might help settle your nerves.
It's not going to help me stop thinking about Sabrina.
But her situation hasn't changed. Her condition is the same in spite of the fact that she collapsed. I examined her thoroughly.
You know, Julia, I can't even think about anything else. I just see her sitting there, staring at me.
She isn't able to speak, Chris, so she can't identify you.
I don't care about that. I just as soon she went ahead and did it. Tell her brother, tell anybody. She was young, she was beautiful, she was alive, now she's a vegetable.
But you weren't responsible.
What do you mean I wasn't responsible? Of course I was responsible. I'm not going to take that cop out anymore.
Now listen, Chris. Barnabas and I have been trying to help you. If we succeed, then perhaps you can help Sabrina.
I don't believe it. I don't believe there's any help. There's not a chance in a million of helping, not from you or from anybody else.
Where are you going, Chris? Chris!
What's Mr. Jennings so upset about?
Professor Stokes, where did you come from?
I was in the study. I thought I heard your voice. What's wrong with Jennings?
Oh, he's having problems.
That tells me precisely nothing, which I'm sure is what you intended. I'm glad you're here, Julia. I'm going to be needing you this evening.
Oh, for what?
I'm going to exorcise the ghosts from this house tonight. And you are going to help me.
violent night on the great estate of Collinwood. For one man has dared battle the evil spirits who seek to rule a great house. And so the ancient chant of exorcism has been heard again, a chant exhorting the ghost to leave. All who live here think the reign of terror over, but the man who worked the seeming miracle waits in a room, determined to make sure the miracle is true.
Day on the great estate of Collinwood, and a dawn different from any other. For not a single Collin sleeps in the turreted mansion. For the first time in 2 centuries, it is deserted. All have been driven out, forced to flee by an evil spirit who is determined to claim the children as his own. And now the ghostly figures roam the halls, reigning over rooms where once they were unwelcome visitors. And in another house on the estate, Barnabas Collins listens to the children playing and wonders how long they will be safe in their refuge.
David, why are you looking out that window?
You know.
David, they can't come here. You know they can. David, we don't have to play the game anymore, ever. Stop looking out the window. Willie's in the kitchen. Let's go in there and he'll tell us a story. David?
Good morning, David. Did you sleep well?
Yes, thank you, Barnabas. Come on, Amy.
Children, what was that game you were talking about just now?
It was just a game that Amy and me used to play. Come on, Amy.
Barnabas, the weirdest thing just happened to me.
Well, good morning, Chris.
I was on my way here, and there was a man at the edge of the woods just standing and staring at the house.
Who was he?
I don't know.
What did he look like?
Well, he was tall, and he had very long sideburns, and, well, his clothes.
What about them?
They were old-fashioned, you know. He had one of these long frock coats on, and I yelled at him.
Did he answer you?
No. He disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yeah, one minute he was there, and I guess I turned away for a second, looked back, and he was gone.
So he followed them here. He knows where the children are.